Okay, so I've gone through the full current WWE roster, so current as of February 25th, 2016. And I'm not really doing that much like NXT call-ups, because I think then it makes it pretty easy to rebalance these really quickly. So, looking at the roster, here would be pretty much my idea for Raw. So here's goes from the roster. AJ Styles. I think he's a money guy. He shows that he's made well enough. I love the tag team with him and Chris Jericho. So my plan, of course, is I don't break up stables, I don't break up tag teams. You're in a tag team because you're missing something. Whether it's connecting with the audience, there's something that's just not quite there for the total package. If you're part of a stable, same thing. So look at the Wyatt family, they're strong when they're all of them. Harper by himself, good. Harper with the Wyatts, a little bit better. Rowan, manageable with Wyatt's by himself, dumpster fire. So here we go. AJ, I think he could be that great guy to be your workhorse matches. Brock Lesnar, he's not working Tuesdays. Cena, he's not working Tuesdays. Lana, because you know what, I want to have Rusev. And I think Lana's an important part of this. Now, I kind of went through this somewhat in alphabetical order, the way it's set up on the WWE website. I'm using lots of last names. So, I've got Orton, because he's going to work a shorter schedule. Mondays work well enough for him. He's an established talent. Reigns, let's be honest, he's going to be the man. Might as well put him with the rest of them. See if he sinks or swims. Rollins. I think Rollins proved that he can handle a pretty solid length of promo time. And I think when he comes back, he'll have that nice hero's welcome. And I'd like that. I think he brings just enough to the table. And plus, Rollins, AJ Styles, book it, take my money. Rollins, Jericho, same deal. Adam Rose. Yeah, I got the social outcasts, so you know you'll have your Adam Rose, your Bo Dallas, your Curtis Axel, your Heath Slater. I think that they work when you have a new tag team showing up. There's 4 of them, so you have multiple iterations you can do for tag matches and keep it kind of fresh. And plus, that way, if a heel needs to get back on the winning track, he beats down those guys. If a face needs to get back on the winning track, he beats down those guys. They end up being they're your job squad. They're your lower card fodder that's going to put on a good match. It's going to be entertaining. And if they lose, doesn't matter. It's going to be a decent match. Again, for as well as Big E. Yep. I want to keep New Day on there. I think New Day works. As well as the Dudleys. I think you can do a lot with them. As much as I like, you think we're a nostalgia act, they've hit a spot where they're good. They're the team where if they lose the Usos on a pay-per-view, they can either win a singles match against the Usos or they can go tear through the social outcasts. I also have Los Matadores, who I keep as kind of the face tag team. And again, but they'd be a little bit higher up the card. They could be a team where they might feud with the social outcast, but they've got enough flexibility. And when she gets into shape again, I can make Rosa their manager. Yeah, so I got 2 women, Lana and Rosa, who would pretty much have manager duty. Maybe do a little bit of match stuff, but not a whole lot. I think that they don't have quite they can go skill in the ring, but they work well when it comes to being either mouthpieces, heat magnets. They add just a little something extra to the wrestlers. Big Show. Yes, I would keep Big Show on Raw. Just like he mentioned in the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, he has the ability to be face or to be heel. If they need a Haas for the heel to get back a little bit of heat, it works. If they need a Haas for the face to get back a little bit of heat, get back on the winning track, it works. He also can get his heat back by beating down either the Los Matadores or the Social Outcast in handicap matches. So there's enough to keep him at least relevant. So if you beat him, it means something. So again, that New Day got Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. With League of Nations, you'd have Sheamus Del Rio. With some of my centerpieces, I would actually pair up Titus O'Neil with Mark Henry. You're probably thinking, that's pretty tag team heavy. The reason why is tag teams allow you to do tag team matches, or the ever classic Mick Foley style of, well, you two are in a main event, I'm going to pair you two up to face a tag team. You know? It works well as bits and pieces of filler, because, let's be honest, Raw has got to do 3 hours a week. And so we saw on SmackDown when the Dudleys fought Reigns and Ambrose, it was a decent match. You took two faces, they fought a heel tag team, it was a decent match. So then you've got the people you can do for feud extenders, intermediates, so you have your big stories going on, and they can be the heels that you kind of face every now and then. Just keep things fresh. I think you have a really robust tag division there. You can do 1 or 2 tag matches. And you know what? It allows you to get a lot of guys in the ring, you get a lot of spots, you can get a really nice flow. And the tag teams are all different enough. You got your power tag team, you've got your high flyers, you've got your brawlers. There's enough there to allow you to do a lot in that course of 3 hours. And to keep people healthy. The main reason of a draft is instead of you working Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That one day off doesn't seem like a lot, but at 52 weeks in a year, 52 days off is a decent amount of your body to kind of just kind of relax a little bit. That's all I'm really going for with some of this, is just to get the wrestlers a little bit of time off, make some fresher matchups, and actually utilize the majority of the roster. I also would have probably pair up The Miz and Tyler Breeze. I think The Miz's character as the Hollywood actor, trying to do the agent bit, works well with the supermodel gimmick. I think those two together could be a really nice tag team. Now picture the team of Miz and Breeze taking on the team of AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. Jericho Miz works. Styles Miz works. You're trying to tell me that Jericho Breeze doesn't work? That hearing Jericho run down Breeze on the stick doesn't work? With Miz being the one to run down Jericho on the stick, there's just enough there to take those 3 guys, Miz, Jericho, Styles, who are all very, very well established. Use them to help bring Breeze up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I look at Breeze as being the pet project on this show. As much as I can be like, man, Reigns. Yep. But while Reigns is getting this big push, I'm slowly trying to build and develop Breeze. Breeze could have that ability to be kind of a Shawn Michaels. He can kind of elevate that character, but he needs seasoning, he needs people to work with, and putting him in more of kind of a pseudo-stable, pseudo-tag works. It allows him to get a little more exposure, to be in different sort of matches, to have more exposure, which is what it all comes down to. And then my other pet project, Owens. I would have Owens be the guy. There's enough smaller faces that he can beat that he hasn't really fought a lot of. I think Owens Big Show would be a nice feud. Since they're already got Titus O'Neil and Henry, Owens Henry show that it could be a pretty solid match. And if it works with Henry, it'll work well with Titus. So I want to make sure that I'm developing. The main person is they want Reigns to be the star. Fine, Reigns will be there. You can put Reigns in the matches with Rollins, with Orton, with Cena. You can put him in those really big, high-profile matches. Then you have AJ, Jericho, Miz, Breeze, Owens, and Rusev, and even Del Rio, and Kofi, Big E. By the time Barrett probably retired, but you have enough people who can work that workhorse role that can put in those pretty good matches. Whether it's a good one-on-one match, it's a triple threat match for #1 contendership. There's enough going on to make that kind of work. My NXT call-up, just because I think that they would be great. I think that they would work in more of a tag team sort of show. It's Enzo and Cass. But to go along with them, you'd also have Carmella. And when she gets enough seasoning, Ava Marie's going to go straight to Raw. And I think she works great with Nia Jax. So the women's division I got would be Carmella, Ava, Nia, Natalya. Scroll back up here. So I got Carmella, Ava, Nia, Natalya, Fox, Nikki, Paige. Probably thinking that's the cast of Total Divas. Pretty much, yeah. They're going to use Total Divas. The show's on the day before Total Divas, and it works pretty well. You're probably going, man, that could be a pretty boring show, because it's stacked very high up at the top. The nice thing is, Orton can lose matches, and it will not hurt Orton. Cena can lose matches, it will not hurt Cena. And there's enough people that when Cena loses a pay-per-view, he can come back and he can destroy. He can be in a match and he can beat up one of the Dudleys, and it'll work well. He can beat up Big Show, and it would work well. He can beat Social Outcast, and there's enough people that they can beat to get them back on their winning ways. People that they can destroy, and it would kind of make sense. You've got a lot of guys on that show who are, they're not going to go up, they're not going to go down. A lot of guys who are really much at their spot. But at the same time, if you were to have Big E beat someone like Orton, it elevates him. It doesn't hurt Orton, but it elevates Big E. If you were to have the New Day defeat the team of, in a 3-on-3 match, defeat the team of Orton, Cena, and Reigns, that's a big feather in their cap. It's not going to hurt those guys at all. It's not. But it allows you to take your star power, knowing that, if you lose to John Cena on Raw, it doesn't really hurt you. Beat John Cena on Raw, it's a big deal. So it allows you to have your upper guys, the guys that they're going to push. It allows you to build a show around them, while at the same time kind of protecting Styles, Miz a little bit, Breeze, and Owens. You have those guys be the ones who are going to take over in the interim. So if someone gets injured, those are the guys who can fill in one of those either gatekeeper spots or taking a spot for another pay-per-view. So that's the basic idea for Raw. Now I'll quickly go into the version of SmackDown in my next video.